Okay, guys, so this is the last question for this task. So we have 12 software is eating the world. So we are to print a program that print we are to write a program that prints a possible combination of two digits. So two digits 0 to 99. So it's going to be printing two digits, and then the two numbers should be separated by a space. So we are going to have two digits separated by a space, and this is second digit, right? All numbers should be printed in two digits. One should be printed as 01, and then the combination of numbers should be separated by a comma. So the combination is separated by a comma followed by a space. The combination of numbers should be printed in ascending order. We know that. So this one and this one are considered the same. So an if statement will work here, and are considered as the same combination of the number 01. You can only use putchar function, and we can use putchar only 8 times. We are not allowed to use any variable of char, so we use int, and then our function should be in the main. Okay, so the first thing is, let's copy the name. So this one I won't waste our time, so we'll only use the for loop. You can change the for loop to while loop if you want. So I'll only be showing you how to use the for loop for this. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is go to this place. Let me just um, list my let me see, vi this, right? I don't know, this blue color doesn't make the stuff pop out. Let's see. So we have our include. So we include our standard io.h, right? And then we'll describe our function, and then our main should be print doubles, print digits in twos separated by comma. Let me just stop there. I don't want it to be too long. Return 0, right? Then we have our int main, which will contain void, right? And then we'll have our curly braces, which will hold our function, right? Which will execute our code. So the first thing we want to do is we declare some variables. So let's declare a variable I and a variable j, and I want us to declare another variable a b c d, right? So this one I think we should just use comma here. So this one a b c d, right? Okay, so this abcd will be what will be printed out, and then this one will use it for our loop. Okay, so we'll write our for loop first, enter, right? So our for loop would have, so this for loop will serve for, the first for loop will serve for this particular number, and then we'll have another for loop inside, so it's going to be a nested loop, and it's going to start for this number. Okay, so we have our for loop, and we say for I, so we initialize I. Okay, I to be 0. We are printing up to 100, up to 99 rather, so we have I less than 100 or less than equal to 99. So I would want to put my, sorry, single quote here, sorry, single quote here, what's wrong with you, and then this one here. Okay, so okay, I think this one won't work, so let me just leave it like this. 99 should work like this. Okay, and then we'll have uh, our I plus plus, right? So that's done. So the next thing is inside this place we will have we'll declare something. So we want to make this a and b to tell it what is going to be holding. We want a and b to be able to hold um, 0 to 99. So the best way to do it, because we can't make it hold two numbers at a time. Putchar can only print one number at a time. So we need to print zero. One should hold 0 and one to hold 1. So in order to do it, we'll say a is now equals to. So I is holding 0 to 99, right? So um, in order to get the first digit, right, we'll say I divided by 10. Okay, and I will explain this, and then we'll have b should hold the second number, and b will be I modulus 10. Okay, so what we are telling it here is that when we divide, for example, 10 by 10, right, it's going to give you the first digit, which is 1, right? So when we do 10 divided by 10, it's going to give us 1. And when we do 10 modulus 10, it's going to give us 0. So it's going to give 1 will hold the first number, and then the second one will hold the second number. So that is how this one will be done. So the second thing we want to do is write the second for loop. So sorry, this for loop should have space here. Mhm. So write the second for loop, right? Sorry. Okay, so the second for loop will serve the same. We have our j should be equals to 0. So we have our j should be less than or equal to 99, and we have our j plus plus. Okay, so inside this one too we have our cd. C should be equals to j divided by 10, and d will be equals to j modulus 10, right? So that is that. Please, okay. Let me just. Please hold on a second. Let me just. Okay, I'm back. So, um, so where are we? Okay. Sorry. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is, so we've done this. So we'll specify our if statement to now print out those digits, right? So we've done the first loop. We've done the second loop. So this one will print that's 0 to 99, because um we want to print, this one will print 0 to 99, right, as you can see 98, and then this one will print 0 to 99, but we want to print them singly. That's why we had to do it that way. So this, that first a will hold the first number, second b will hold the second number, c will hold the first number, and then to do that we have to use that mathematical expression in order to do it. So another thing we'll now do is the if statement, in order to make it a condition in order to print this thing. You get, just if you watch the previous videos you will understand this, because those ones came gradually and was explaining something like this. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I'll say so if, and then I'll open my curly braces. All right, so I'll say if if our j, right, is equals to 0, okay, and our j, no, we've done this one. If our a, sorry, if our a, right, so a now, that's the first 0. So we want to compare this one, right, and this first, this is the a, this is b, this is c, this is the a and a. So a is either equal to a, or it should be less than uh, the next one. Okay, so if our a, okay, is less than c, or if our a is equal to c and b is less than d. So let me just put this one in brackets so you know that these ones are together. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that a is less than c. Okay, if our a is less than c, a have to be less than this one, right? This is c. Sorry, this is a and then this is c, right? So a has to be less than this. So this one has to be less than this. A has to be less than c. Let's see, and now a has to be less than this one, right? A has to be less than this one, right? So is either it is less than, or in cases where it is equal to, so what will happen in cases where this one is equal to, this one have to be greater than this one, so this one have to be less than this one. You understand? So that's what we're doing. Okay, so we've done that. That is only condition to make you print the output. So you say, so after that you can then put char. So we have almost like 1 2 3 4 5 putchar. Sorry. So put char, putchar 1 2 3 4 5. So we have 5 putchars. Okay. So the first one will print a, this one will print b, this one will print c. Sorry, this one will print space between them, right? This one will print c and this one will print d, right? So we've printed this. So it remains our condition um for what's this guy called, for the comma and space that is going to be between them. So inside this place we'll add our if again, right? And then we'll put the condition. So before we can do the comma, so let me just write it. So as far as a is not equal to 9, right? A is not equal to equal to 9, right? And b is not equal to 8. Okay, so that is when you should put char. We have to put char. The first one is comma, right? Comma, and then the second one is space. So and have space, right? So so what you're telling me here is that um sorry, yeah, so we're saying that as far as what is it, okay, so if you look at it, we have our command and we say a is not 9. So where is a? Look at, the comma stops here, right? So as once it sees 9, as far as a is not 9 and what, and b is not 8, as far as these two are not, once it doesn't see 98, right, it should continue printing. Okay, so that's what we are telling it. Okay, so it's going to stop at like 98, so it's not going to print this. Okay, so that's basically that. And what else? So we've done that, so let us put our new line. As you can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 putchars already. So I can just put my new line here. Putchar new line, and then my return should be 0, right? So with this, we'll escape wq. Let me see Betty 102. Betty say we are good. So GCC 102. GCC say we are good. So remain the execution. Okay, we have some stuff. Okay, so what will happen is we'll convert this vi 102. We'll convert all these variables to ASCII, and to do that we'll just add 0 to it. So let's just do that, and then plus, let's add 0. I think it should work this way. Let's add 0 to this guy. Okay, so let's try it and see. So let's bet it again. Betty say we are good. Let's compile it. Compilation say we are good, and then let's print it. As you can see, we have our numbers printed. Okay, so the conversion, just read about it because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so probably going to explain in the comment section. Okay, so let me know what you think about this. So see you in the next video.